Welcome. First of all, welcome. This is Unsolicited Perspectives. I'm your host, Bruce Anthony, here to lead the conversation in important events and topics that are shaping today's society. Join the conversation and follow us wherever you get your audio podcasts. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch our video podcasts. Rate, review, like, comment, share. Share with your friends, share with your family, hell, even share with your enemies. On today's episode, it's the Sibling Happy Hour. I'm here with my sis, Aundrea. We're going to be dilly-dallying a little bit. Then we're going to be talking about JD Vance. And then we're going to be talking about fake friends. But that's enough of the intro. Let's get to the show. What up, sis?
What up, brother?
I can't call it. I almost
One
killed myself.
take.
One take, Bruce. That's what I do now.
That's it.
That's what I do. I mean, I've been thinking about it. I've been doing that intro for at least 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
So
if you don't have it by this point,
right.
What are you doing?
The only thing that changes is on today's episode.
Right.
That's the only thing that changes. So I do have to emphasize enemy.
Yeah.
I almost died yesterday.
How did you almost die yesterday?
So you know this, but the audience doesn't know this, that I've redesigned my place. I've got new artwork.
Yes.
And
yes.
I am fixated on
it's
having
très chic.
Right. It is very, I'm trying to, I'll get to what it is. Let me explain the story of me almost dying. So I've become fascinated with, lights on top of the pictures to illuminate the picture, especially at nighttime.
Portrait lights, yeah.
Thank you. Portrait lights. I ain't that cultured.
You
I'm not that cultured.
You described it very well to the point where I said, oh, he meant portrait lights. Because you were like, the light above the picture that shines down to illuminate, like you said, illuminate. So that let me know he's talking about a portrait light.
I mean, I can be descriptive. Just don't ask me what anything specifically is named, because I ain't going to be able to tell you.
Well, you'll describe it well enough that there will be no doubt. Continue.
Right. So I also put new lamps on the main wall right next to my main painting. And they can kind of transition. The legs of the lights move to create different angles that the lights can be on the wall.
Okay.
I tried to put the lights on the wall using Gorilla double-sided tape, and it didn't stick.
Yeah.
The lights aren't that heavy. They're only about 3 pounds, but it didn't work because the lights are kind of built weird.
Okay.
So it just wouldn't lay a flush on the wall.
Right.
So one of my friends is really good at contracting and stuff like that, and building and stuff like that.
Okay.
Kind of similar to our brother.
Okay.
And so I'm talking to him, trying to get some expertise of how I can put these lights on the wall without using the screws that they came with, because I don't want to put a bunch of holes in my wall.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah.
And Insta-hang, which was a thing back in the day, isn't really a thing anymore.
No.
So he was like, use these thumbtacks. These, like, they're long thumbtacks you can kind of push in instead of the screws. Since you don't want to screw in the wall. I was like, okay, I'll try that. Bought these thumbtacks, they didn't work. So I had to use the screws. So I'm sitting there measuring it out, trying to get everything situated, and the lights came out okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Because that's not your forte. Like putting things together, building things. I thought that was going to be the story. Okay.
Oh, well,
they turned out okay.
Well, eventually I do have some extra holes on the wall because I put the lights upside down.
There we go. I was waiting for that part.
But that's not where I almost
lead. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not where I almost died. Okay. So where I almost died was I got a new painting and light that I put up on another wall, and I was putting it up yesterday. They finally came in, and I'm like, I got to put it up immediately because I'm just excited, right?
Yes.
So I put up the painting, and then I realized I don't have a leveler. And I remember one of my friends saying, your phone has a leveler. Well, I couldn't find it, so I downloaded an app, The app didn't work. You had to pay for it. So I downloaded another app, got the leveler. So I put the picture up on the wall right.
Yes.
When I
Okay.
stepped back,
Perfect.
though, it didn't look like it was level. So I kept putting my phone up there to make sure it was level, and it said it was level. But to the eye, it looks like a little crooked. But my
Okay.
eyesight is starting to get bad because I'm getting older. That's
And
not where I was.
also, I don't know how like how good your phone is as a level. As opposed to an actual leveler.
Well, no, I mean, it
Well,
worked.
If it looked crooked,
Well,
did it?
I don't know. When I send you the video,
Okay.
you'll tell me. I'm sure you'll tell me. So I
Okay.
put the portrait light above it.
Mhm.
And since I already screwed in the other lights on the wall, I said, forget this Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
I'm just going to screw it in.
Yeah.
But it's taller than me, right?
Yes.
I can't
Yeah.
just stand on the ground and reach up there. And I'm pretty tall. So I get me a little one of the storage ottomans that I have because I don't have a step ladder.
Nope.
I get the storage ottoman
No.
and I set it up in front of the painting, the picture. And I got the light and I'm measuring it out. And I'm like, okay, this is where I'm going to put it.
Not
I step
meant
up
for
on
that.
the ottoman. It immediately falls over.
Yes.
And I fall over to the side. I catch
Yeah.
myself, but I do a double jump on my left leg and my knee been hurting all since then. Since then, my knee's been hurt. The light is up. Now that's definitely crooked. But I'm not putting no holes in the wall. That is what it is.
That's listen, the little storage ottomans, they are not meant to take your full weight. That's not what they're for at all. At all. Not only that, it's hollow inside because it's a storage ottoman.
Well, some stuff in there.
No.
Some pillows.
As soon as you said, and I know what ottomans you're talking about. I know he didn't step up on that for his full weight on that damn little square ottoman. That little cube you got?
Yeah, the little cube I got.
That's what you're talking about? No.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
I
you know
knew
what
it.
though? You wrong because after I checked on my knee and realized that I'm gonna be all right, it's just gonna be a little painful. I got my ass right back up on that ottoman.
You took it. You doubled
screwed
down.
in the light. I screwed. Hey, look. And the second time, I made sure that I stepped on it in the middle as opposed to towards the edge, which is what I did the first time. But it's up. All the lights except for one. One more is coming in on Saturday, and everything else is up, and they're done. But now I got holes in the wall all over the place.
Well, you can patch those holes. It's fine.
Yeah, not me. I'm gonna have to pay somebody to do it.
Why can't you do it?
I just feel like it's gonna go awry.
It won't. It's literally like a paste or a caulk, and it's for filling in portrait holes, and you just fill it in, smooth it out. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna screw that up.
I forgot who I was talking to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna screw that up. Let's not even get started on my fireplace. That if I ever move, it's gonna fall apart.
Oh,
they got one of those electric fireplaces, and when I built it, I was like, this ain't sturdy.
It should be.
It's not. It is not.
It's not your forte. It's not.
No, it's not.
No. And I don't know why. There's directions. Do you not?
The directions, there must be something that goes on in my brain.
Directions, Lexia.
Right. Well, I had problems I was really good at math, but I struggled mightily with geometry.
Okay.
So there's something about shapes and space and spatial awareness. Because even when I played football and basketball, if it was at a distance, I could hit you right on the button. If you was crossing right in front of me for 5 yards, I would throw that ball way out the way. So there's something going on there. I don't know what it is.
Sure.
And I get instructions.
To see a doctor.
But they said I had beyond 20/20 vision. They said, oh, you have 18/20 vision or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I don't have 20/20 vision. They said, no, this is better than 20/20 vision.
Yes. Things that are 20 feet away look like they're 18 feet away. That's better.
Well, yeah, but that's the problem. They look like they're 18 feet away, but they're really 20 feet away.
No, it doesn't. I'm not talking about your depth perception. I mean, it looks It's
No,
as sharp as something would be at 18 feet away.
and I'm telling you, my depth perception is jacked up somehow, some way.
Got you.
Okay,
Could
and
be
not
an
get
inner
those
ear
instructions.
thing. I don't know. I'm not a physician, but
I'm
I hope
Somebody in the YouTube comments will tell you that
somebody will tell you.
them instructions. I get instructions. The first, what was it that I built? Oh, it was my little TikTok coffee table that you've
Okay.
seen.
Yes, I
Look,
saw it.
it is not that big of a deal, but I got the booklet and it was 5 pages. I had taken everything out of the box before I looked at the instructions. I looked at the instructions. It said 5 pages. I put everything back in the box and said, I'm not going to deal with that today.
For 5 pages is not bad.
No, it just looked like a lot. It was a lot of this part. This piece A goes into this part 3, and 3A goes into BC. What? Is this before Christ? I don't know what this is.
I don't know what to tell you, but you
Hey,
just
look.
take your time, one thing at a time. You slowly work your way up to it. And the next thing you know, you're finished.
Well, speaking of something that I hope is finished, I hope this whole Black Twitter controversy of Michael Ealy, Megan Good, and Jonathan Majors is over.
I hope it never ends. I love it. Like I've been sending people pictures of Michael Ealy and saying, if I send you this, you know what type of time I'm on.
Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all don't know what we're talking about, Michael Ealy is an actor, Megan Good is an actor, and Jonathan Majors is an actor. And Jonathan Majors and Megan Good are a couple. They're idols.
Yes.
And Michael Ealy and Megan Good had done Think Like a Man and Think Like a Man 2 together. They've done movies together.
Yes, yeah.
And they were at some red carpet award ceremony. They was outside, and Michael Ealy goes up to Megan Good, lifts her up off the ground, hugging. She's just hugging him with joy. And all you do is see Jonathan Majors in the distance, like, this is what we're really doing. Like, you can tell
he's trying his hardest to look unbothered. Like he's looking at everything, looking down at a little pamphlet, adjusting his hat. Like he's doing everything to not look at them and to seem unbothered, that he looks nothing but bothered. And it's so obvious and hilarious. Now, Megan has said before he hugged her, he dapped up Jonathan. They were speaking life into each other, all of that stuff, but that part was cut out.
What the hell is speaking life into each other?
Just, brother, I'm proud of you. And, probably telling Jonathan everything's going to work out eventually, brother. I don't know what he could have said.
Oh, okay.
That's what she said.
Doing black.
Doing a black greeting. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Black greeting was like, see you, King. You doing it. All right. You out here. All right. I'm proud of you. Like that kind of thing.
I'm just trying to be like you. Yeah.
I'm trying to be like, yeah. So apparently that happened first. And then he went, but honestly, their body language and their positions, I don't know how he came up to him. How did Michael come up to Jonathan first?
Okay.
She's standing there, but it looked like he ran straight to her. So,
ladies and gentlemen, if y'all have never seen this video, just Google search Michael Ealy, Megan Good hug. Yeah. You will find it, and y'all will know what we're talking about. And even if he did dap him up, it's the fact that he grabbed this woman, lifted her all in the air. Not only did he lift her in the air, Megan Good legs bent. In other words, she kicked her heels off.
She kicked her heels
and
off.
leaned into the hug.
And it's just how awkward. First of all, Jonathan Majors, as he is wont to do, looks like a hobo. And he's dressed like a professional hobo. And he just looks, it's like his eyes are looking everywhere but the two of them. He's like, I don't see this. I'm unbothered. I'm unbothered. It's the worst acting he's ever done because he looks so bothered.
But then as he's looking down, cleaning his glasses, and Black Twitter, thank you, they zoomed in on the video where he picks his eyes up, looking at them, still hugging. He kind of does this little face and then still pretends like he's cleaning his glasses. He is absolutely 100% bothered. And you
Yeah.
know what he did afterwards, right?
What was that?
He gave her a civil rights lecture
Oh, yes.
on why
Yes.
he would Coretta Scott would have never had done that.
Yes. He definitely invoked Coretta's name again, even though we have told him time and time again to stop and to keep her name out of his mouth. You know he did. You know he brought up Coretta again.
Yeah.
And she had to sit while he sat in one of them straw Huey P. Newton chairs. She had to sit and listen to him. Listen to him lecture.
Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all don't know what the Huey P. Newton chair is, just Google it. Okay, so
First
that
of
you
all,
get his references.
if you Black, you know what it is because everybody's grandparents' household had one. So,
that's what Huey was like. Hey, y'all got a grandma chair in here?
Right.
That's what it was. When
them big wicker thrones. Gonna bring it in.
Yeah, he showing us was sitting in a Huey P. Newton throne chair, lecturing her about civil rights and Coretta Scott, and told her, hey, look, you need to tell the people out there that we are happy together. And then he dapped me up. But he didn't dap you up. Look, you just need to tell them out there.
Tell them that this is what happened.
There is a video out there of Michael Ealy giving a hug and everything like that.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but
I ain't see it.
People say it.
And then the fact that after he puts her down, okay, he goes and daps up everybody else, walking completely past Jonathan Majors.
But that's because he already dapped him up before.
But again, like the positioning of everybody, it looks like the next stop would be Jonathan. But he walks right past him, daps everybody else up. And it's like, okay, where were they standing where he got to Jonathan first? And that dap happened first.
He probably walked in and went immediately to Jonathan.
Okay.
Maybe the other people kind of, what's the word, coalesced around after Michael Ealy entered the scene.
Coalesced.
Well, I knew I was close.
You were close. You just forgot that L. Coalesce.
Look, I'm not a great orator, okay?
That's all right.
Yeah, you know.
At least you got orator, right?
Say what?
At least you got orator, right?
Because I've been saying that word a lot lately because I've been telling people how much of a non-orator I actually am.
Now, I don't know if non-order is
something.
Now, I don't know.
Damn linguist.
I don't know about that. But sure. Let's go with it.
All right. Before we get out of this dilly dally segment, I got one more story to tell about how I'm getting older and confused.
Now, this is separate from the cell phone incident where you couldn't FaceTime properly.
Yeah, this is separate. Okay. And I did that again recently. I did that with you I did that with you the other day trying to show you the picture. I had a hard time flipping the camera around. No, this is different. So my gym has been bought out by another gym, right? And so they're switching all the memberships. I had lost my key card a while ago, and they told me, no, it fell off my keychain, and I still had it. And I was like, hey, I need a new key card. They was like, just take a picture of it and use that as your scanner. I was like, oh, I can do that, can't I?
Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah, just save it in your favorites. I was like, how do you do that? I was like, I know how to hide photos, but I don't know how to.
Of course you do. Well, if you can hide them, you can favorite them.
So I figured that out. That is another part where I was getting older. But so they're telling me how to change over, since it's a new company, how to get the new scan card. And they're like, okay, so you have to download the app, and when you download the app, we'll send you an email and there'll be instructions.
They've already given me too many steps.
And I said, why do I have to download the app? And they were like, well, because your membership card will actually be on the app. So you can just bring it in and scan it. I was like, well, that is convenient. I was like, but I got to download the app. And they were like, it's really easy. I was like, look, hold up. I know technology, okay? I know how to download an app and do all this stuff. Don't talk to me like that. So they send me an email.
Yeah.
I download the app. And going through the instructions, the first instruction is like, take this code that we just
boy,
sent you.
that's not your strong suit.
It said create an account. Okay, create an account. It said take this code that we just sent you and use that code to continue on creating an account. I said, okay, did it. Then it said use the first 5 numbers of your billing in this next part. And I said, okay, you lost me on that one. First 5 numbers, first 5 digits on my billing. I was like, oh, maybe they meant my old key card. Let me use the first 5 digits where it's all numbers and then digits.
Now is a key card billing?
It said your billing account. That's all it said was billing account.
Okay.
All right.
So you go to the first thing that's just popped in your head.
Well, if it's my billing account, I figured it was the key card, right? Then I try to use that. What do you think it is?
Billing, I would think billing address, billing zip code.
I tried the zip code. Zip
Okay.
code didn't work. Tried the old
Okay.
zip code. Zip code didn't work. I tried my address, but my address only has 4 numbers. Tried that. That didn't work. So
Okay.
where would you go to next?
My account number, because that would be my billing.
So
Yeah.
the account number is the scan card code.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So I tried my old one and I tried my new one because it
Okay.
has 5 digits in there.
Yeah.
That didn't work. So I'm like, all right, I know I have intelligence.
Yeah.
Why isn't this working for me?
Right.
I said, you know what? I'm just going to ask the front desk tomorrow. I'm just going to figure it out.
Yeah.
They're going to help me figure it out. So I go to the front desk today and I said, it says 5 digits for billing, but I don't, what 5 digits is it talking about? Because I didn't use all from the card on file. I said, well, why doesn't it say the 5 digits from the card on file?
That was my next thought. Yeah.
I had to look it up. Luckily they had which card it was, because I don't know which card it was. I got a million cards.
Who knows?
And then I punched in that and then it worked. But I was just like, this should be simple.
Yeah,
and I can't figure it out.
That was just bad. I don't think that's not on you. That was because even I guessed at it about 4 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's not you. That was just a poorly worded app.
And I almost threw my damn phone when they kept telling me wrong number. Wrong number. Because I kept entering in all these numbers. I almost threw my phone.
Because you got about 1 or 2 more times to tell me my password's wrong or I didn't enter in the wrong number before I'm just going to send you across the room. You got about 1, 2 more times before you tell me that this is not my password, because yes, it is.
But honestly, where I say I'm getting old is I don't want to use a digital card. I want a physical card that I could put on my keychain.
The lamination start coming off.
Yeah. That's what happened. The lamination came off and fell off my keychain.
Exactly.
But you know what? Just give me a new one. I'm old school. Give me the little thing.
It's safe in your phone.
Nah, I don't like it. Because let me forget my password for this account. Let me forget it one time.
Yeah. Well, the truthfully, I like physical books. I don't like ebooks. I don't like reading on my iPad. I like to hold a physical book to read. So that's okay. So I get it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Young kids, do they know what books are, or do they only know Kindles and iPads?
You know what? Actually, I don't know.
Parents out there, do kids actually read books?
Do kids know books?
Do kids know books?
Or is everything electronic? Are there still textbooks? Like, it's for school? Like, or
yeah, they still.
Is it?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going
everybody
to
out there. Do kids know books? Are books still a thing? Do kids know anything about it?
DVDs and Blu-rays ain't a thing.
No, they don't know anything about what is that? Not a Scantron. That laser disc. They don't know nothing about Scantron.
Yeah, I was just going to say, they don't know anything about a Scantron. What's a Scantron?
Laser disc. They don't know nothing about. I was actually talking to somebody about this earlier. That damn overhead projector with that little film, and they were right on the little film and the glass.
Scantron. No, a Scantron was a little thing
Scantron's
that
a
we
test
fill up.
bubble. They still use that. I think they still use that.
Yeah, you got to use those. Yeah.
No, you know what? I think they take the SAT and stuff on the computer now. I think stuff is on the computer. I don't think that. Do kids know paper?
Well, if it's on the computer, that means they can get their score immediately.
Yeah. Do kids know paper
My kids know
in its
paper.
different forms? No,
in its
no.
different forms.
Notebooks, books. Like, do kids know
Do kids know
paper?
trapper keepers?
Do they know trapper keepers? I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Do
know.
kids know pencils?
Do they know pencils?
I'm sure they do. They definitely know crayons.
They do know crayons. Those are never going to go out of style. Crayola, all of them, that's never, you can always go find some markers or some color pencils or something. So yeah, that's never going to go out of style. Even though they do a lot of it on their tablets and stuff now too.
That is true.
Digital art is a thing. Oh man, this is crazy. Hey,
we getting
we
old.
sound like we used to play 8-tracks. We were alive, but we didn't used to play them.
No, grandma had an 8-track player in her Cadillac.
Damn it.
She did. All right. Okay. Let's get into some serious stuff. Speaking of reading, people really need to read up on the new Republican vice president nominee. But just in case you don't want to do any reading, we're going to give you the statistics next. All right, Jay. The former president and presumptive Republican nominee, Donald J. Trump, selected his running mate.
Yeah.
JD Vance is his name.
We are not talking about Jermaine Dupri. I thought for a second.
No, you didn't.
No, because listen, stranger things have happened. First of all, Donald Trump was president at one point. So stranger things have happened. His running mate is so desperate.
Do you want to dance? All right. James David Vance, born James Donald Ballman. Don't know why he changed his name to Vance.
Yeah, that was my question.
August 2nd, he was born August 2nd, 1984. He's from Middletown, Ohio. He served in the U.S. Marine Corps from 2003 to 2007, including a 6-month tour in Iraq. He's a graduate from Ohio State University in 2009, graduate from Yale Law School in 2013. Obviously, he's an American politician, an author. He's currently the junior U.S. Senator from Ohio and has been since 2023. Now, if you didn't pay attention, I said author. He wrote a book called Hillbilly
Elegy.
Okay, that was published in 2016, in which he describes his upbringing in the Rust Belt, poverty, drug addiction, Appalachian culture. The book follows his family from his grandparents in Kentucky, Appalachian region, to the coming of age in Middletown, Ohio. The book describes hillbilly culture. I've actually talked about this on one of the previous podcasts, Appalachians, which have a rich history, and African Americans and Native Americans and white people commingling up in the mountains.
Yeah.
He's white, obviously, from a working class family. Talks about his upbringing, talks about his family history, coming from poverty to low-paying jobs, to physical jobs that have since disappeared or worsened in these, because, coal mines and stuff like that.
Yeah. All of that. We don't do that. We
Ron
do.
Hubbard. Ron Hubbard even made a movie about it. So that's just a little bit about his background. Let's talk about his political views, because that's what's really important here, because he's in the vice president running.
Ron Howard.
Yeah, Ron Howard. What did I say? I said
Ron Hubbard.
Because you know why? I was thinking of L. Ron Hubbard before I said Ron Howard.
That's what you made me think. And I was like, he's
the creator of Scientology. The creator of Scientology. No, it was Ron. It was Ron Howard, not L. Ron Hubbard. But when I was reading, I was like, what if it was L. Ron Hubbard? And then said Ron Hubbard.
There you go.
What is his political views? Well, pretty consistently, he's a conservative, right-wing populist. He's promoted strong conservative policies opposing abortion, same-sex marriage, and favoring banning of transgender healthcare for minors. Let's talk about the abortion and marriage in particular. Uh, he is firmly anti-choice. His campaign and was a total when he ran for Senate was a total ban on abortion. He called exceptions of rape and incest inconvenient, but later acknowledged the political reality that adding exemptions makes abortion bans more palatable to voters.
Not because it's the right thing to do, but
No.
because it's more palatable to voters.
So what does that tell you? I want this to be done basically any way possible.
Right.
I know I can't sell it completely the way I want to, but we can get close to that if we just frame it differently. He's been on record saying that he wants to get rid of no-fault divorce. Saying like everybody wants to get a divorce just because, she might get beat a little bit.
Right.
Those weren't his exact words. I'm paraphrasing, but that was what he said.
Yeah.
He follows the teachings of Curtis Yarvin, Rod
Dreyer.
Will you say Dreyer and Patrick Dennehy?
Deneen.
I wanted to say Brian Dennehy. Remember that actor?
No.
Brian Dennehy? You don't remember Brian Dennehy?
Oh, okay. Yes. That's not what you said.
That's not. I'm messing up all the names, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tired, y'all. Y'all. And guess what? I'm not even drinking. I have not had a drink.
What did you just take a sip of?
Oh, this is just my water.
Oh.
It was just Jay, that was a big ass gallon jug. If that was some liquor in there, then I've really got a problem.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm on another tab. I didn't see it.
Well, who were these people that I just butchered their names? Yarvin has been described as a neo-reactionary and neo-monarchist who sees liberalism as creating a matrix-like totalitarianism.
You are having a tough time.
Having a tough time today. Totalitarianism system who wants to replace American democracy with a sort of techno monarchy. Basically, he's a red pill person.
Yes.
Some of the other people believe in finding communities in which virtuous life can flourish. Basically, they're Christian nationalists, but they are like, we can just leave the people that don't believe in us and create our own land and keep them out.
Yeah.
These are the people that he follows in his political ideology. And he describes himself as a post-liberal right. I don't even know what that means.
A member of the post-liberal right.
I don't even know what that means.
Because none of it means anything.
Yeah. So that's the vice president and nominee for the Republican Party.
A neo-monarchist. That literally sounds like an oxymoron.
All of it sounds dumb as hell. So that's the vice president nominee for the Republican Party. What did you think when he was announced?
I didn't know who the hell he was. And honestly, all of my grace or whatever for any of this goes to JD Vance, his wife, who is a daughter of Indian immigrants. Well, I don't know. I don't know if her parents are immigrants. I know she has Indian heritage, and I know that she is a child of immigrants. Who has, since he's been announced as vice president, has received the MAGA
vice president nominee.
Yeah, and vice presidential nominee has received the MAGA welcome of extremely racist, anti-Islamic rhetoric, because I don't believe that she is Muslim.
Yeah, 'cause she's
Honestly.
of Indian descent.
Yes.
Oh,
So Nick Fuentes, I don't know if
oh
you
God.
remember
Yeah,
that guy,
yeah, everybody
uh,
know who that is.
who used to run, what was that?
One of
Uh,
them
one of
main
them
races.
Proud
He,
Boys, the
oh,
Proud Boys.
did he run? Oh, I'm thinking of the other dude. I'm thinking of not Nick Fuentes, but I'm thinking of I'm thinking of somebody else. But okay, Nick Fuentes, who
Yeah.
used to run the Proud Boys. I thought he was in jail.
No, or
Oh, okay.
maybe, I don't know. But anyway, he has a little meltdown on his broadcast. So he must be broadcasting from somewhere saying, quote, "What kind of man marries somebody that isn't a Christian? What kind of man marries someone named Usta?" Clearly, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering her name. I think it's Usha.
Well, you ain't got to apologize for butchering nobody's name because of what I've done this entire broadcast.
He says clearly he doesn't value his racial identity, his heritage. Clearly he doesn't value his religion. He doesn't marry a woman that professes Jesus Christ. Professes Jesus Christ what?
Those are his words.
That's what I'm asking. It just professes Jesus Christ. Anybody can profess Jesus Christ. Profess Jesus Christ what? Exactly, you don't know because you're not a Christian. But again, he says, quote, "What does that say about him?" Let's see. Another white nationalist, Jaden McNeil, posted a picture of Vance and his wife and their newborn with the caption, "I'm sure this guy is going to be great on immigration." Now,
Mm.
did we forget who Melania Trump is? I'm wondering why.
This is Melania's nationality. Good
Is it?
God, I can't.
I know she's Eastern European. Shoot, where is she from?
Well, if it's Eastern
Like,
European,
she's
that's
not even
white.
like
That's
first
white.
Yeah, it's white, but she's also a what? Immigrant.
Yeah, but but she's a white immigrant. That don't count.
Right, exactly. That's exactly my point, right? Because
Yeah.
she's not from a, what does he call them? S-hole country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what the former president Donald Trump called them. That's whole countries.
She's from Slovenia, which that don't sound real.
It is real. I've met people from yeah. No, that's real.
Okay.
It's real.
It sounds like some on the Avengers.
That was Sokovia.
Okay.
Which I think is also real.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
They
People
say
will be killing us in the comments.
They say Americans are bad at geography. We're not. We're bad at European geography. Because why do we need to know?
No, we're bad at geography because we can't even name all 50 states.
I could name all 50 states.
We've played this game before and we've gotten to like 40.
It might take me 45 minutes, but I can name all them states.
Hold on. I got a joke. It's going to take you a minute for each state.
I can name all 50. It'll take me 45 minutes. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. But other far-right accounts have bemoaned Vance's multiracial family, saying things like, quote, "There is an obvious Indian coup taking place in the U.S. right before our eyes." That was far-right conspiracy theorist Stu Peters, which again, that doesn't sound real. That doesn't sound like a real person's name. I don't know why all this sounds fake to me, but anyway, I hope that they knew or were expecting this kind of vitriol to come her way, because you really, this is why he was never going to choose a black running mate, y'all. That was never going to happen.
They did Tim Scott dirty because he went and got married and everything.
Yeah. Knowing good and hell he has never touched a woman before.
Hold on, time out. You said never touched a woman before or never touched that woman before?
Never.
You're wrong for that.
Both of them.
You're wrong for that.
Both of them. No, look at Tim Scott.
I mean, somebody might like it. He got married.
He found a political operative who was willing to Truman Show herself.
I wonder how loud that divorce is going to be.
It'll be nice and quiet. It will. I think he made sure to put that in the contract.
Yeah, so far right is attacking his wife. I didn't even see that. But then again, I've been off social media because I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't deal with it. So,
well,
that's
that
sad.
is reporting from the New Republic.
Okay.
Yes. So it's article, MAGA enters racist meltdown mode over JD Vance's wife.
Well, she just got to come out and say that she's white, that she identifies as white.
She can't. She's a brown skinned Indian woman.
Yeah, I know. I seen the picture of her. She
is
brown skin.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Now I love it, but hey. And I wonder what the conversation was, because Vance has previously said that Donald Trump stands for everything against all the things that are like comprised of the people that he loves.
When he first came out.
Yes.
But ever since 2020, he been on that they stole the election train. He did do a switch.
Yeah. And I just want to know what that conversation was.
The conversation was, hey, we're one and the same, because JD Vance is charismatic just like Trump is.
I don't know. I've never.
Yeah, I've seen him. He's charismatic.
I
just
heard
like
that
Trump is.
he killed his speech, but again, I don't know what news outlets that's coming from. But
did you see the delegates at the Republican National Committee was doing the little fake stuff on their ears in support of Trump?
Yes.
I'm not joking on the man got shot.
He didn't get shot. That's not what happened. It was he got shot at, and
it hit him.
It hit the teleprompter, and glass from the teleprompter cut his ear.
Is that what's being reported, or is that what social media is saying?
That's what happened. That man, and also
is that being reported.
Come on now, people get shot at.
People get shot every day, B.
Right. The fact is, somebody died and 2 people were injured. You think he made calls to their family? He was on a golf course the next day.
So, interesting enough, the story goes, and this was reported by reputable news sources, that the president, Joe Biden, Joey Beans, called up the widow to, offer his condolences and stuff. She didn't accept the call.
Yeah.
The reason why she didn't accept the call, she told news organizations, is because her husband was a devout Republican and would be upset with her if she took the call, so she didn't do it. Now and oh, by the way, by that time, which was Tuesday, former President Trump had not called her at all.
Yeah.
What is crazy is the wording in that. Her husband was a devout Republican?
Right.
No.
As if it is a
religion.
But more than
cult?
That, yeah.
Okay, I was wondering.
It is a cult.
Okay, I was trying to pick up what you was giving me, but it felt like another situation with the 5 digits. So I didn't really know if I was going to get what you was where you were aiming. But I got
picked up what I was putting down. Cult.
All right.
Almost it is a cult.
No, not almost like. It is Trumpism is a cult.
Is a cult. A cult that he has lost control of.
Because they're shooting at him now?
Yeah.
No. Hey. That's kind of what happens.
That's what happens. Sometimes it grows bigger than you anticipated, and now it's a runaway train.
We're about to get canceled with what I'm about to say next.
Are we? I mean, it's our show. We just decide if we put it on or not. Like, I mean,
okay, this is true. This is true. We definitely gonna get some hate mail, or not hate mail. Nobody's actually sending paper mail.
We get those postcards. We get a big sack full of postcards. First, is that it?
I'm old.
Chicago, Illinois.
Christianity was a cult in the beginning. Jesus Christ had his disciples. It was a
Yeah.
small number. It was a cult that
No.
expanded.
Jesus never preached Christianity. He was a
With-
Jewish man.
No, he didn't preach Christianity. He preached what he preached became Christianity, but he had a cult of followers that created Christianity.
Right.
Now, if he came down right now,
He'd be like, what are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing in my name? This wasn't what I was talking about. And you know what's funny?
Because we literally said, hey, Jesus, all your traditions and stuff that you do, the Passover Seder, all that, forget all that. We're going to start a new thing. We're going to name it after you. We don't care. It's not what you were talking about. We're going to do a new thing. We're going to forget all those traditions. And we're going to do some heinous things.
Oh, and by the way,
banner.
JD Vance believes in that type of Christianity, the toxic Christianity that you often talk about, that type of Christianity, not the teachings of Jesus, not the teachings of Jesus.
No, because there's no way that you can deride socialism and follow the teachings of Jesus Christ. Okay?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You ain't lying. You was right when you said what you said.
You can't cut and gut social programs and education, and healthcare, and all these things and say that you are a Christian and follow the teachings of Jesus Christ. You can't.
I don't know. Yeah, well, you could say I want to help out my fellow man, the man that looked like me.
Right.
Because that's essentially what they're talking about.
Yeah, the man in the mirror. That's all the person we care about.
That's what they ain't looking for, the man in the mirror. That's all they're looking to do is help them.
And I'm asking him to change his ways.
Oh my goodness. So that's the Republican nominee, JD Vance.
I think it's weird he changed his name. What's that about?
Well, maybe he didn't like his hillbilly culture.
Well, then why did he? I mean, an elegy is like kind of like a eulogy. So
I didn't know what that word was. I thought it was eulogy. I kept wanting to say eulogy, hillbilly eulogy.
Yeah,
but that's not what it was. Elegy.
Yes.
I mean, and Ron Howard, not L. Ron Hubbard, but Ron Howard made a movie based off the book.
Ron Howard.
He's got some.
Ron Howard is so what? What's that mean to me? Ron Howard. Howard made a movie. You said it like I said. What that mean to me? Ron Howard, because he was in one Jamie Foxx music video one time. Like, what does that got to? What that mean to me?
Blaming on Alcohol was a good song.
It was a great song, and I could still listen to it anytime. But
matter of fact, for your birthday, we're gonna play it on repeat 2 times.
I hope everybody who said they come can really come, because it'll be really fun.
No, it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
we're not gonna tell everybody when it is, because we might have people pop up. All right, any closing thoughts on JD Vance and the whole ticket of? I found this interesting that Trump basically picked another version of him, where last time he picked basically the anti-version of him and Mike Pence to get that vote, to make it more palatable. Now he's like, no, I don't care. I'm going to double down on everything that is me. And I thought that was really interesting, because he's not reaching out to anybody. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, so, he is.
Yeah, he's obviously going to choose a reflection of himself. But Usha, I hope you know what you got yourself into, girl. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck to those. I don't want nobody to be harmed because of the MAGA right. And we know that they out here harming folks. So be safe. I ain't voting for you, but be safe though.
Yeah.
Next up, fake friends. We're going to get into that next. So Jay, this was your topic. You wanted to talk about fake friends.
I wrote it down. It says on this little paper, fake friends, Bruce. I didn't put any other information on that. I don't know what I wanted to talk about.
You was talking about, you do remember, because you was talking about basically people that smile in your face, but all the while
they want to take your place. Yeah.
People that people that are not truly your friends that actively root against you.
Yeah. A lot of times your biggest op could be right next to you. I have not had this problem because I'm an amazing judge of character, but I've seen it. No, I think I did have a friend once that actually didn't like me, and it became apparent, and I'm just like, why are you here then? Like, why are you here? I don't understand. But I caught on to that pretty quickly. Like, you can get a sense of a friend that's fake. And so there are signs. This is from Very Well Mind, and it's 10 signs of a fake friend, how to spot one. So if you notice inconsistency in your friendship, are you the person that's always reaching out? Are you the one that's always saying, hey, we should hang out? Hey, let's do something. Hey, let's get together. It's never like, it's very one-sided. And then they're also just not consistent when they sometimes they show up, sometimes they flake out on you. When you notice people like that, they make excuses and all types of things like that. That's a sign of a fake friend. Again, one-sidedness. So you're the one that's always reaching out to them. Unreliability. They rarely keep their promises to you. They make plans with you and they stand you up. Betrayal is a pretty obvious one. You know what I'm saying?
Betrayal is pretty obvious.
Have they betrayed you? Like, you had something you told them in confidence and they told somebody else. Or, they slept with your man. I don't know. Like, do you?
Or woman.
Or
guys
woman.
can be fake friends too. Or
Yes.
that's assuming it's heterosexual. Anyway, I was about to fall down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Just continue on.
Yeah. Did they mess with he, her, or them?
Thank you.
Okay. We got to look. Do they disrespect you? Do they disrespect you? Like, do they try to belittle you or ridicule you or humiliate you in front of other people? So there is a TikToker, and she does way too good a job of this, where she pretends to be that quote unquote friend that always acts funny when guys come around. So especially if the guys are paying attention to her friend and not her. Like, it's all of a sudden, oh, so-and-so would be upset if they saw you talking to Billy and them. Isn't that your man? Like, and you're talking to, oh, you might not want to mess with her. She be out here. Like there are people.
Wow.
Yeah. So she does this like really well. And you'll see people in the comments, men and women in the comments. I had a friend just like this. Whenever we would go out and I was getting attention and they weren't, all of a sudden they would say little things to belittle or humiliate me to try to get the attention off of me. Like, that kind of jealousy coming out in a friendship, keep your eye on that. Hurtful behavior. They negate the things you say or the things that you do, or they do things to hurt you. Like, don't brush that. And jealousy, like, a lot of people brush these things off, or like, no, this person's going through a lot. It's probably not even about me, blah, blah. No, that might not like you. And they might have met you at a time when they were up and maybe you were down and they felt superior to you. And then you got up and they don't like it now. And now you notice they're being different, or you have a partner now and they don't. And now they're being funny. Or, sometimes you meet people for a reason and a season.
You said it. There you go.
Okay. And they're not supposed to be in your life forever just because you know them for forever. Sometimes they are your op, and they are standing right next to you, getting all the tea, all your dirt, all your business, and trying to embarrass you or hurt you in some way because they don't like you. And honestly, they might not even realize that their true feelings are that they don't like you.
All right. So I want you to take a quick pause because I got to enter in the conversation and say, you're describing me You're describing a lot of me. A lot
Oh,
of like I've often said I'm a bad friend
yeah,
because very rarely am I calling people up like, "Hey, let's hang out."
yeah,
Right? Typically, people are initiating that.
yeah,
Now, I'm not somebody that throws shade or I want them to succeed. I'm always bigging them up if they're doing something like I'm like, yeah, oh, you could do this. You're gonna be great and
yeah.
blah 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 blah. But also, I'll flake on you. We'll make plans, and I'll be like, I don't want to do that. A lot of what they're describing as a bad friend
Hmm.
is an introvert.
No, but it's not. It's not somebody. It's not saying I am inconsistent or unreliable because I have anxiety or because I'm if that's the case, I'm a bad friend because I am also inconsistent and I'm not unreliable, but I'm inconsistent, right? Like sometimes I'll come to something, sometimes I won't. Like it just is how much bandwidth do I have. No, it's you. They're not showing up for you. You hear them
Okay.
showing up for other people.
So, like when crypto died,
Mhm.
I had two people that said they were my friends
Mhm.
know about crypto. One said to me, "Well, I don't just get another dog. I don't understand what the big deal is about that." And I was like, "Okay, you're not a dog person, but that's just not the right thing to say. I'm not that
No.
friend's. I'm not that person's friend anymore." Another person uh, that said they were my friend, who also has a dog, and who had taken care of crypto for me,
Mhm.
like new crypto, completely disappeared, and I'm not that person's friend anymore. So it was
Yeah.
like, oh, everything is all good when you going through something and you reach out to me
Right.
and I'm there for you.
But it's
But
not reciprocated.
and I'm not even asking people to really reach out for me, but the fact that you don't at all,
Right.
that lets me know something.
Yeah. Whereas the empathy and the compassion you're supposed to have for me as your friend.
As your friend, even if you don't have a dog, you don't understand.
Right. At least you have enough common sense to know this is something I'm upset about.
Right.
So
Right.
if you know that this is something I'm upset about, whether you have a dog or not, where is the compassion for the fact that I'm upset about something? It doesn't matter what it is.
Fake friends, ladies and
Fake
gentlemen.
friends.
Okay,
Fake
so what
friends.
else?
We talked about jealousy. They feel threatened by your success and accomplishment. That's just not me. I am friends with people that I admire for one reason or another. There's
Mhm.
something that they do. It could be anything. I got friends that I admire because they cook really well.
Mhm.
And I can cook, I don't, but I don't cook
You
really
can cook
well.
though. You
But
no,
not
you can
not
cook. You can throw down
not
though.
like these folks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have friends with their PhD. I have friends like I have friends that have their own businesses, they're attorneys and different things like and I'm friends with people I admire and when my friends are up, it just feels like I'm up too. Like
Mhm.
I've never had ego about that, but I have seen other people be threatened by the success of a friend.
Mm.
And really I've seen people where I don't even realize I'm like, am I taking crazy pills? Am I the only one realizing how shady everything this person is saying sounds? Oh, I wouldn't
Mhm.
have you're at an event for a friend and they like, oh, I wouldn't have chosen these napkins. They're just kind of cheap.
Some people are just
Like
negative though
yeah.
all the time.
But
They
it's
just have a
but it
negative
always
take on things.
feels like it's when it's somebody else's accomplishment. When
Mhm.
the focus is on somebody else, then here comes your negativity.
Yeah.
Those kind of friends. Conditional friendship, your friendship is contingent on what they can gain from you, whether it's social status, material possessions, monetary gain, or some other type of benefits. Once they achieve their goal, their interest diminishes.
So
Uh,
I have a friend that I say all the time, they're a friend of convenience. When it's
mhm.
convenient for them, then they'll see you.
Yeah.
Their convenience is location. If you live further away,
Mhm.
you're not on high on their priority friend list, despite the history that you have with them,
Right.
right? They go with, well, this person is closer. It's easier for me to get to them.
Yeah.
That's who I'm going to hang out with.
Right.
But I've also been a fake friend. I had a fake friend in high school that I
Mhm.
did not like. He hung in the crew.
Yeah.
He hung in the crew.
Yeah.
I didn't like him. But damn it if he wasn't the designated driver. So, we call him when we need him.
Yeah.
I
That is
caught that DD for a long time.
that is a conditional friendship. Yes.
I've definitely been a conditional friend with a lot of women that I've dated. That's still a friendship, but it's conditional.
Is it? Is it a friendship? Because the title of this is Signs of a Fake Friend.
Yeah, I've been a lot of fake friend to
Fake
women
friend.
that I've dated.
They use manipulation. They'll use guilt, manipulation, or emotional blackmail to get what they want from you. I've seen that. Again, there's nobody I know, because you call me up trying to guilt me into doing something. I'd be like, whose phone you playing on?
Not whose phone you playing on.
I have just never been one for peer pressure. Like, I see it coming. Whether or not I do it, that's depends on how I feel. But
sometimes when somebody pressuring you, you want to do it besides them pressuring you, but because they start to add in peer pressure, you be like, you know what? Now
I'm
I don't
not
feel
doing
like it.
Now I
Yeah.
ain't gonna do nothing.
I was going to do it,
I
but now
was.
I'm not. You press too hard.
I
Now
was
don't
getting,
wanna do
I
it.
was putting my shoes on. I was getting ready to go. And guess what I'm doing now? Taking them off.
Let somebody invite me to something and just send a text. Hey, we gonna be here. This is such time. And I'm like, I'm gonna come. And I start putting on my shoes and they say, oh, that's cool because you normally don't come out. See, that's all I needed
now,
was to
that's
take my shoe right back off because now I ain't coming out.
Yep.
So that's who
'Cause
that's who I am in your
messed
eyes.
the vibe.
Right.
You messed
That's who
it
I
up.
am in your eyes. Now you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
You're
And
not.
This is an excuse.
They're
But
telling the
now
truth.
I'm not coming.
Right. It doesn't matter. But now it's like when I'm cleaning my room as a child, then mom or dad comes in, clean this room up. I'm already doing it. Now I'm not doing nothing. Now I'm already doing it. Now I'm not gonna do nothing.
You don't see me folding these clothes right here? You think I'm just playing in my clothes? You think that's what I'm doing right now? Is just playing with my clothes?
With this vacuum? Or don't say that. All right, that's what I thought. Yeah, you better clean this room up. See now.
You know what? Now I want to. You know what? Now I'm gonna make it messy. Now I'm all the clothes I done folded up. I'm gonna knock them off the bed.
I'm gonna purposefully live in filth
for the rest of my life.
For the rest of my life. The last one is a big one. They ignore your boundaries. They consistently overstep or disregard your boundaries, whether it's your personal space, your privacy, or your emotional limits. That I have to say, I have amazing friends that will check in and be like, hey, friend, do you have space for a call? I'm like, I do have space. Thank you for asking. Give me a call. Vent, whatever you need, friend, I got you. Like, they do a really good job of checking in on like what headspace, like we'll check on each other. Like, is your headspace good? Like, are you good? Like, when we ask, how are you? I'm asking, how's your head? How's your heart?
I think a lot of this is based on gender because even my female friends, only my bestie, but the majority of my female friends and definitely none of my male friends, they'll ever just be like, hey, how you doing? When I put it in the group chat of my male friends and just be like, hey guys, how's everybody doing? I'm like, what you talking about, man? I'm like, black men mental health is important.
Yes.
How
are you doing? Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm asking
man, why you always asking all these questions? All right then.
It's one question.
But then they get upset with me. You'll never tell us what's going on in your life. We have to listen to the podcast to find out what's going on. Well, because when I ask you guys, y'all don't talk about it. So
correct.
That's the relationship we didn't establish now.
Correct.
Ain't nobody talking.
Nobody's talking.
Ain't nobody talking.
But you have to interrogate your friendships like that. Like, even people that you've known for forever, you got to ask yourself, okay, am I still serving them? Are they still serving me? Like, is this relationship healthy? Are there some boundaries maybe that we need to set? Or, or we could be good, or maybe I've been feeling for a while that you've been acting funny.
Right.
And you've been my apple on the low.
Look, I told you personally, but I'm gonna put it here on the show. When my birthday came around, I was like, I'm kind of hoping this person forget, because if they forget, then I can start to distance myself from the friendship.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't forget, and some people who I thought were just associates, good. I can't talk today. That's
Yeah.
what it is. It's
Yeah.
not just me.
Is it because you are sober?
That could be it. Good God. I think no, because I do interviews and all the interviews are sober.
Okay.
And even when we do this show, it's the first drink. I'm not even, but maybe it's just the touch of alcohol. Helps me taste better. Helps me talk better.
Of alcohol straightens out your tongue.
What was I saying? Now I done lost my train of thought. Alcohol also keeps me on my...
People who you thought were associates remembered your birthday.
Yeah, and now I'm like, well, wait a minute. I need to reevaluate this relationship, because obviously I mean more to you than I thought I did.
Yeah.
And you reaching out like you did makes you mean more to me than I thought you did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a constant. I had a long conversation with a friend of mine, like, can you break up with old friends that you've had because you don't really see how that friendship serves you anymore?
Right.
And that's something really difficult to do, because if you've established a relationship for so many years, it don't take much for that person to do something cool to be like, oh man, why was I even tripping?
Right. But
then
I've had to
turn around and
break
do
up.
something.
I've had to break up with longtime friends.
Mhm.
And it is a breakup. Like, it is a breakup.
Mhm.
You know, they call me up. Hey, are we good? Actually, no, we're not good. We need to talk. You know, like, you're having this, you know, conversation. But it's, you know, again, people aren't in your life, not always in your life for forever. Right.
Right.
Reason and a season.
In your life, for reason and season. That's it.
And so there is always a reason. Remember why somebody was your friend, even if you gained something from them or they taught you a lesson. Like, there's always some reason. But just know when their season has come to a close. because they actually hate you.
That goes with any type of relationship too, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, this whole thing, blood is thicker than water. No, it ain't. You can let family members go.
Yes.
Now, if y'all didn't understand what I just said, I said family members. I know I mumbled because I didn't have any alcohol today, and obviously I can't talk unless I have a sip of alcohol. But family members can go. That blood is thicker than water. Nah, you can cut them loose.
Well, that quote that's always misquoted. I'm not gonna get into that, but it's actually saying the reverse, the full quote of that. But
so it's like Uncle Tom, how Uncle Tom was actually the savior of slaves and not a person that was going against slaves, but through time it's reversed. Kind of like woke.
Yeah.
Kind of like how
no, that was intentional. That's an intentional perversion of.
Well, it all might have been intentional, right?
Yeah.
Blood thicker than water might have been intentional.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, we're starting to ramble. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
No, but not just family. Sometimes y'all are dating. Sometimes y'all are married to your op. So keep an eye out on that.
We got to stop talking bad about marriage, though.
Some of y'all need to get real, because this is a thing. A lot of people get married for the wrong reasons.
You're right on that one.
And a lot of people have expectations that somehow their life is going to magically change just because they got married. No, you're going to have the same life you had before the ceremony. They're going to be the same person.
I feel like you are speaking directly to me right now.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, no, actually, I wasn't. I was saying it's general.
Okay, good.
I'm just saying this from my personal experience of like.
Yeah, the personal experience of me getting married.
Oh. Well, if it resonates.
On that note, whatever. Jay, give your final thoughts.
final thoughts are, we talked about fake friends, but genuine friends, if you have them, do what you can to nurture those relationships. Those relationships don't just grow and flourish in a vacuum. Like, you have to put work into your friendships. So if you find that there are people in your life who are with you through thick and thin, who are picking you up on your lows and shouting you out on your highs, like, nurture those relationships, because a lot of times that's what you're gonna have in the end.
Friends, how many of us have them?
I was just
We got to be careful though, because if we sing stuff, then copyright people will come out after us and make us.
I think it's like,
take down the
as
video.
long as we do under 30 seconds or something like that.
It's not like we
they
singing
can't get us.
ballads over here, but anyway.
Right.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Until next time, as always, I'll holla. That was a hell of a show. Thank you for rocking with us here on Unsolicited Perspectives with Bruce Anthony. Now, before you go, don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, comment, and share our podcast wherever you're listening or watching it to it. Pass it along to your friends. If you enjoy it, that means the people that you rock will enjoy it also. So share the wealth, share the knowledge, share the noise. And for all those people that say, well, I don't have a YouTube. If you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can actually watch our video podcast. But the real party is on our Patreon page, After Hours Uncensored and Talking Straight-ish. After Hours Uncensored is another show with my sister. And once again, the key word there is uncensored. Those are exclusively on our Patreon page. Jump onto our website at unsolicitedperspectives.com for all things us. That's where you can get all of our audio, video, our blogs, and even buy our merch. And if you're really feeling genuine and want to help us out, you can donate on our donations page. Donations go strictly to improving our software and hardware so we can keep giving you guys good content that you can clearly listen to and that you can clearly see. So any donation would be appreciative. Most importantly, I want to say thank you for listening and watching and supporting us. And I'll catch you next time. Audi 5000. Peace.